WTOK-TV, this is News Center 11.
A Republican lawmaker says he has a bill to drain the swamp. I'm Alana Austin on Capitol Hill. This effort aims to crack down on lobbying in D.C.
Plus, Mississippi State students are reacting to the departure of football coach Dan Mullen, and they are voicing their opinion on who should be the new coach. But first, a chaotic afternoon for law enforcement after an officer's car was shot during a chase, and the search continues for the suspects.
Live at 5 starts now.
And good evening, everyone. I'm Lindsay Hall. The search continues at this hour here in Meridian for suspects who were involved in a high-speed chase. During that chase, an officer's car was shot. 3 people are in custody, but now multiple law enforcement agencies are on the hunt for another suspect. Candace Barnett joins us live in tonight's top story. She has been following the story since it first happened this afternoon. Candace?
Lindsay, this hours-long manhunt is still continuing now here on West Hills Gate Drive. There are multiple agencies here behind me. They've just found a 3rd suspect and are continuing to look for their 4th and final suspect right now. I have Chief Deputy Ward Calhoun with the Lauderdale County Sheriff's Department here with me now. Now, Chief, this all happened with a chase where your deputy was being shot at, and it progressed from there, right? Talk me through it.
Deputy initiated a traffic stop on Old Highway 80 west of Meridian. Vehicles occupied by 4 black males. The vehicle never stopped. Pursuit then began heading into Meridian. Shortly after the pursuit began, multiple suspects inside the vehicle, leaning out the windows, began to shoot at the vehicle and at the deputy. Pursuit continued into Meridian. A 2nd deputy was nearby. They continued pursuing. It was in the west, actually was in the Oakland Heights area. And then they crossed over up into the Highland Park area. The pursuit ended on 48th Avenue and 17th Street, which is south of the East Mississippi State Hospital, where 3 of the subjects got out of the vehicle and ran across the campus of East Mississippi State Hospital. 2 of the 3 were then apprehended on State Boulevard Extension in the area there just north of the State Hospital campus. And a 3rd subject was just taken into custody about 20 minutes ago here on Westgate Hills. These individuals, we believe there's a 4th one. We're not sure if he's in this area or he may have gotten out of the vehicle earlier on 5th Street. Investigators are currently interviewing witnesses as well as individuals involved and going back and looking at video footage from the patrol car. So we are in the early stages of this investigation. Anybody that has any information about this and knows about who this 4th person might be, they certainly can call Crime Stoppers at 855-485-TIPS and give information, or they can just call 911 or the Sheriff's Department. This brings home the danger of law enforcement. What started off as a traffic infraction elevated to could have been life or death. 3 out of 4 subjects are in custody. We will continue until we find the 4th.
Now, we've had a lot of agencies that have been working here together to make these arrests happen. We've still got 1 more suspect that investigators are looking for. Is there any kind of description on this man?
We do not. They have changed clothes, taken clothes off. We have had a hard time getting good, accurate descriptions. We do know it's a black male. The other 3 are under the age of 20. I don't have exact ages. So one would assume that the 4th one could very well be that. Again, anybody who knows these individuals, and as we're able to get the names out here shortly, hopefully before the 10 o'clock newscast, someone in the community may know who would be who these other individuals and give us a possible lead as to who that individual is. It's still very early in the investigation. We're making an assumption there's a 4th individual. We believe there is, but we're still working on that to verify it completely.
Okay. All right. Thank you so much, Chief. Appreciate it. And again, officers have said that this 4th suspect, if he is out there, could be very armed and dangerous. He's not someone that you want to approach. If you have any information, you should provide that to law enforcement immediately and try to stay out of this area if at all possible. We'll keep you updated as soon as we have any more information. Lindsay?
Okay, Candace, thanks a lot. Of course, we will keep you updated on the story. Well, shoppers spent a record high $5 billion just on Black Friday alone. All stores, big and small, got a piece of that pie. But local shops were buzzing with Business Saturday, too. Small Business Saturday was created to encourage people to shop small. Most local shops carry their Black Friday deals through the weekend for small businesses Saturday. Small businesses work hard to compete with big box stores by offering free gift wrapping and local delivery.
Anybody can stay downtown, whether it's with us or whether it's with any store. Just stay in Philadelphia and see what you can get checked off your list before you go anywhere else.
Saturday was created by American Express to help grow local companies. Mississippi State is in the market for a new head football coach, and fans are sharing their thoughts on who they think should fill the post. Former head coach Dan Mullen, of course, accepting an offer to become the new head coach at Florida after spending 9 seasons in Starkville. We spoke to students on the Starkville campus today on who they would like to see as the next leader of the program. Some familiar names were on the minds of students on who they would like to see hired.
Yeah, I think it should be Les Miles. We need Les Miles. I think he's going to bring in a lot of recruits, big-time recruits, and, make this thing better than Dan made it.
Well, they said to talk around the town is really Les Miles, and I see where, he could be a help with the recruiting there and, his prestige on winning. But I kind of like to see, Kevin Sumlin come in and do something with Mississippi State.
Well, who do you think should be hired as the next head coach at MSU? Share your thoughts on this story on the WTOK Facebook page. And with more now on Dan Mullen's departure, Chris Turner joins us now to talk about Mullen and the future of Mississippi State football.
First off, I'm going to say I don't think it's going to be an established head coach. I think the names that have been circling around the most have been mainly assistant coaches. Of course, Jeremy Pruitt being the main one. But you can count all the coaching changes, Lindsay, that have happened. You can count them almost on 2 fingers. It's been so crazy the last few days. And of course, Mullen's departure to Florida, the one that sent the shockwaves throughout the SEC. It's the first time since 2008 there's an opening in Starkville for Mississippi State head coach. Dan Mullen paid his $500,000 buyout. He leaves as the second winningest coach in MSU history, of course, behind Jackie Sherrill. Now the attention turns to who will fill Mullen's big shoes. The first big test for athletic director John Cohen. This will be his first really big hire that he really needs to nail. And of course, they've been making calls for his replacement. You've heard the names: Jeremy Pruitt, Mike Leach, Jason Candle, and Toledo. I don't think it's going to be Les Miles. For now, we're going to have to wait and see. Lindsay, how long is MSU going to wait to hire the 33rd head coach in program history? We're going to talk about it more coming up in sports.
Could happen tomorrow.
Could happen very soon.
All right, Chris, thanks a whole lot. We appreciate it. Well, today is all about shopping online for many people across the country. Coming up in 10 minutes, we'll tell you how local stores say Cyber Monday is affecting them.
Now, Storm Team 11 weather with Chief Meteorologist Brian Hutton Jr.
And it has been a mild Monday for us across the area as temperatures climb towards 70 degrees for us. We still are seeing some temperatures holding in the lower to middle 60s, a few 50s on the board as well. Now that we are past sunset, temperatures will drop fairly quickly. And we do have rain chances in the forecast this week. It's been a while since we've had a good shot at rain. And while no rain this week will be drought busting, any rain we can get will be beneficial. With our best shot at rain arriving Thursday with a cold front. Complete details on your 7-day forecast in just a few minutes. Lindsay?
Okay, Brian, thanks a whole lot. News now from Mississippi. A father and son have been shot and killed on Highway 16 in Rolling Fork. The Sharkey County coroner says Alex Jennings Sr. and Alex Jennings Jr. were shot to death sometime today. Police have not released any more information. All lanes were blocked on Mississippi Highway 16 going both directions. A church in that area, Rolling Fork United Methodist, is telling residents to stay inside. The church says police advise people to lock their doors. President Trump's former campaign manager, Paul Manafort, is facing a slew of charges, including failing to register as a foreign agent. Now, 2 GOP lawmakers have a bill they say can address problems with these federal lobbying rules, but one legal expert sees issues with this bill. Our Gray D.C. Business Bureau's Elena Austin reports.
We ought to know who they are and what they're doing.
Iowa Republican Senator Chuck Grassley has a bill to reform the way lobbying works in Washington, D.C. He's pushing for more reporting requirements for lobbyists who work on behalf of foreign interests and for more resources for the federal government.
That law is inadequate, and that's why we have the legislation in to bring about greater enforcement, compliance, and oversight.
GOP Congressman Mike Johnson of Louisiana says updating the Foreign Agents Registration Act is critical to transparency.
It's something that should be on every American's radar screen. And by doing this and passing this legislation, we're going to help the president drain the swamp.
Recently, political lobbying firms on both sides of the aisle have faced scrutiny for the way they operate. One legal expert agrees with the concept of updating the law, but says this bill is flawed.
It is potentially helpful in allowing the Department of Justice to investigate noncompliance. It doesn't address the major problem, which is the ambiguity.
Joe Sandler, an expert in this area of the law and a former attorney for the Democratic National Committee, says the Grassley-Johnson bill is overly broad and in some respects leaves the law murky. He also suggests lawmakers consider making some violations a civil penalty, not just criminal.
This can be an occasion for bipartisan reform efforts.
The bill is currently sitting in House and Senate panels. In Washington, I'm Alana Austin.
The Foreign Agent Registrations Act has been law for nearly 80 years. Grassley says only a handful of violators have been convicted. Well, students at one local college now have a new way to connect with their classes, even if they can't make it on location. But coming up next in tonight's Health Watch, you can eat some filling foods that won't add on to the pounds you may have gained on Thanksgiving. Those stories after the break. Now to tonight's Health Watch. Need to jumpstart your diet after all that turkey? Kim Hutcherson has a look at some foods that will fill you up without adding on those extra pounds.
Sometimes losing weight isn't a matter of following a strict diet, but rather eating foods that work for you rather than against you. Here are some foods that offer a satisfying sense of fullness and can help keep your appetite in check. Greek yogurt is thicker, creamier, and has more protein than its regular yogurt counterparts. That protein can keep you feeling full. Avocados are packed with healthy fats and oleic acid, an omega-9 fatty acid, both of which can be helpful for controlling hunger. Red chili peppers contain capsaicin. It's the compound that gives the peppers their heat, and research suggests it may help curb hunger. Barley is a natural appetite suppressant. The grain contains a unique combination of dietary fibers that make it extra filling. Spinach is a source of thylakoids, the chlorophyll-bearing parts of green leaves. Studies have indicated that thylakoids may be helpful in reducing the amount of food we eat. And finally, flaxseed is rich in two natural appetite suppressants, omega-3 fats and fiber. Another tip, try having a small salad or cup of soup before meals. Both have been associated with increased fullness and decreased calorie intake. For today's Health Minute, I'm Kim Hutcherson.
Recent advancements in technology have changed the modern-day classroom. MSU Meridian is taking advantage of these changes by implementing a new type of learning format called blended delivery. With this format, students who are unable to make it to campus for a class for any reason can log onto their computer from their location and enter the classroom in real time. They can then interact with both students and the teachers.
You can log in or you can come and attend face-to-face. And like I said before, the students get to make the decision about how they interact.
I might not be able to come to class one day, so I might have to use the service. Or it's a good way to interact with the teacher, any student really.
With this blended delivery format, the school has been able to serve students who live over an hour away from campus. One of the biggest days for the WTOK family is coming up this week, and we'll need your help to make sure children have a Merry Christmas. But next on Live at 5, local stores say they have certain qualities that set them apart from online retailers who are sporting special deals today.
Temperatures remain above average as we head through this week. The forecast is after checking the limits.
You're watching Live at 5 with Lindsay Hall.
Welcome back in, everyone. Now back to the story we brought you at the top of the show. Law enforcement has 3 men in custody after a deputy's car was shot during a chase, and there is an update on that search. We will now go back to Candace Barnett, who has been following this story since this afternoon. Candace?
Lindsay, we have some updated information right now. Authorities no longer believe that the fourth suspect is in this area. Now I've got Chief Deputy Ward Calhoun with the Lauderdale County Sheriff's Department with me again. Explain a little bit about what's happened now.
Investigators have been able to complete looking at video evidence, been able to make a determination that only 3 individuals were in the car when the car crashed at 48th Avenue and 17th Street. So all 3 of those individuals have been taken into custody at this point in time. We point out that there is a 4th individual who got out of the vehicle earlier in the pursuit. we will be able to determine who that person was. And so I'd ask them now. We haven't put their name out. We don't have a warrant yet. We need that individual to go ahead and come down to the sheriff's department and turn themselves in. We will not stop looking. We will find them.
All right, thank you so much. Now, again, if you have any information, you're asked to call authorities right away. You can call Crime Stoppers at 855-485-TIPS. Lindsay.
All right, Candace, thanks a lot. We will certainly keep you updated on the story as it continues to develop. We're going to switch gears now and talk with Brian. We'll look at this beautiful forecast.
A beautiful day for today.
Yeah.
We're going to keep really the warmer temperatures with us as we head through the week. So outdoor plans will be A-OK, except for when a cold front arrives, we bring us some rain showers. Outside Meridian, Livingston, Birmingham, and West Point, our Off Insurance Skycam Network, lots of clear skies out there for us as we climb to 69 degrees officially today. Started off again below freezing at 31. No rain showers for us today, but we do have rain showers in the forecast. Before we turn the calendar to December, we will likely add at least a little bit of rain to our totals, but we are running 3 inches shy for the month where we should be. We are, though, again, positive for the year. That is not going to change. We do need some rain out there as we continue seeing dry conditions, and again, those aren't improving anytime soon. Key Fields checking in at 55 degrees this hour. Dew points up to 40. This was sitting mostly in the lower 30s throughout the day, and that's where we are going to bottom out tonight. Back down towards the middle 30s. I think that most of us stay north of freezing tonight. 61 degrees currently near where Station Meridian. Dew point is at freezing and winds are currently calm. If you are heading out and about this evening, still though, probably want the jacket. 53 next hour, 45 by 8. 42 by 10 o'clock with those clear skies. So another chilly evening, but not as cold as we have been. Southern Pine Electric radar scanning the skies for us. No rain showers with those clear skies, and we'll keep rain showers away really until Wednesday, Thursday. That's the time frame we're watching to see a couple rain showers across the area. The best shot actually being on Thursday as a cold front swings through the area. In advance, though, high pressure was built back in across the area. It's been a quiet day across the Twin States. Hard pressed to really find a cloud in the sky throughout the day today. Temperatures, though, now quickly dropping after sunset with clear skies, light winds, and dry air in place. And we'll see these temperatures continuing to nosedive. Again, we're at 55. So is Montgomery. A lot of 50s and low 60s on the board across Mississippi and Alabama. Dew points sitting 20s, 30s, and 40s. So again, the air is dry. That will allow temperatures to bottom out very quickly as we continue further heading into the overnight hours tonight. So again, if you are heading out about, grab the jacket. You'll probably want the jacket tomorrow morning as well. We'll see lots of sunshine though as we head through your Tuesday. We should make it back to 70 tomorrow across the area. So a very warm Tuesday for us. We'll start bringing clouds back on Wednesday. We could touch off a stray shower as we head through the day. An upper level low will pass to our north, and that may allow a shower or two to develop for us. Best shot for that will likely be north of Interstate 20, and then again, not a major shot for us. Better shot Thursday. Cold front swings through the area. That will bring some isolated showers for us as we head through our Thursday afternoon. So tonight, clear skies, but a cold one for us. Temperatures bottoming out about 35. Winds will be light from the southeast. We'll keep winds from the south for us on your Tuesday. 70, a warm one for us with lots of sunshine. That is about 6 degrees above where we should be for this time of year. We stay in the 70s for Wednesday as well. There's that better shot on Thursday. We're seeing a couple of showers. We'll clear out Friday and Saturday's temperatures, make it back to 70 by Saturday. We hold lower to middle 70s as we head into the first week of December.
It's nice for Friday.
Not too bad.
All right, Brian, thanks a whole lot. We appreciate it.
All right.
If you are shopping online today, you aren't alone. This is, of course, Cyber Monday, and more than 78 million Americans are expected to take advantage of deals for the day. Despite the fact that more people are shopping online, some local shop owners say the trend is not having a major effect on their business. In fact, the owner of Harry Mayer Clothiers in Meridian says this is likely because shopping in some local stores is just about more than just buying bargains.
Our customers are more our friends than our customers. We have a strong social media presence. We do a lot of Facebook, a lot of Instagrams, that type of thing. However, as far as actual design to sell online, that's not our strength. Our strength is the relationship we share with our customer.
According to the National Retail Federation, Black Friday sales increased this year by some 15%. Well, it's almost December, and that means it's time for one of the biggest toy drives of the year here in the Twin States. WTOK's annual Toy-thon, set for this Friday, will be set up in both Meridian Walmart locations from 6 a.m. to 9 p.m. We ask that you donate a new unwrapped toy. We'll be putting them in 2 large trucks that day. The United Way will distribute the toys. We collect 5 agencies in our area. Well, the Ole Miss Rebels officially have their man as the Matt Luke era will continue in Oxford. That's coming up in sports. But next, some local bikers are stepping up to play this weekend for children. This Christmas, how you can get involved in the toy run. Welcome back to Live at 5, everyone. Bob Anderson, David Kimball, join us here on Live at 5. Welcome, gentlemen. Here to talk about the annual Toy-Thon. The bike's going to be cranking, the Toy Run. Bikes, tell us about it.
It's the 7th annual toy ride for
Really?
Bikers United for Children. Our organization works with the Wesley House, and we collect toys and money for the Wesley House to help get them through this Christmas program.
Welcome, anybody come out, got a bike, bring a new unwrapped toy, and gonna have plenty of food, snacks before the ride starts. Got chili, soup, and cornbread at the end of the ride at the church. We'd really like anybody to come out. If you got a bike, feel free to come out.
It's always a lot of fun, it really is. Now, this is at Harley-Davidson?
No, this starts at the Hilton Garden
the
Inn.
Hilton Garden, okay.
10 o'clock, the registration starts at the Hilton Garden Inn. The parade ends at the College Park United Methodist Church.
Okay.
We're encouraging just the general public, come on by, drop off a toy, meet some of the folks, have a good time with us. So we're going to have music, food.
Right. And the weather looks great, by the way. For Saturday, we've got Chamber of Commerce with us.
Brian Hutton has given us a guarantee of sunshine.
Quickly, we've got 30 seconds. Why is it important for you guys to do something like this?
Well, we got so many kids out there this time of year. Parents are struggling to make ends meet.
Yeah.
And, it's important for the kids to have something to look forward to. We're fortunate enough where we can afford for our kids. And there's so many out there we don't know who like to have something to look forward to.
Ought to be a great day. There's phone numbers on your screen, our Facebook site, Bikers United for Children. Bob, David, thank y'all so much for being here. You have a great day on Saturday.
Thank you.
Really appreciate it.
Thank you.
More Live at 5 coming your way. Chris Turner rejoins us with a look at sports.
Now, News Center 11 Sports with Chris Turner.
The coaching carousel reached speeds of about 120 miles an hour yesterday, and any second could flip back on. So while we're at a stop for about 2 whole seconds, let's recap what has happened. So at Oxford, the interim tag has been removed, and Matt Luke is staying on as the full-time coach of the Ole Miss Rebels. He posted a 6-6 record as the interim this year. Of course, the biggest win coming last Thursday in Starkville in the 2017 Egg Bowl. And he's got his dream job, Matt Luke, unofficially being the head coach.
I believe it's well documented, and everybody knows that Ole Miss is my dream job. Everybody knows that. Everybody knows how much I love Ole Miss and how my family is entrenched at Ole Miss. I've been under some of the best head coaches in this country, and I fully understand what a championship program looks like.
Luke's contract is 4 years, $12.6 million. He will make $3 million even for the 2018 season. Meanwhile, former Mississippi State coach Dan Mullen made his return to Gainesville this afternoon. The new head coach of the Florida Gators was introduced as the 27th head coach of the football program after taking over for Jim McElwain when he was fired back in October. Mullen coached over Urban Meyer for 4 seasons, coaching championship quarterbacks Chris Leak and Tim Tebow. Mullen, and why now was the time to make the move to Gainesville.
When you look at all the opportunities in the past, I think timing is there. There's a lot of timing in life, in what goes on in your life. And I know Megan and I have worked really hard over the last 9 years at a football program and building it up. And we certainly were ready and excited for a new challenge. And that's something we discussed and then we talked about.
Mullen signed a 6-year, $36 million contract with Florida. Florida travels to Mississippi State September 29th next season. Coming up on News Center 11 at 6, more on Dan Mullen's era at Mississippi State. More on the Matt Luke hire for Ole Miss. One big reason he landed the job in Mississippi State hoops. Needed all 40 minutes to win yesterday. Coach Ben Howland recaps a Bulldog victory. That and more coming up. What probably could be a busy night in sports.
Yeah, and with signing day now moved up to December, it's kind of an emergency.
It is. Immediately, Matt Luke, he said in his press conference, already at recruiting.
That's right. All right, Chris, thanks a whole lot. Well, the U.S. Supreme Court has ruled on a lawsuit that challenges the constitutionality of Mississippi's flag. That's tonight on News Center 11 at 6. Brian's here. But a lot of outdoor activity this week. So far,
not too bad. It's going to be warm for us as we head into next week. A couple of showers possible Wednesday and Thursday. We dry out for the weekend.
All right, Chris and Brian, thanks a whole lot. We'll have much more coming up in 30 minutes on News Center 11 at 6. We'll see you then.